Welcome to the Rocket City of Houston and Rice Stadium. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Rice Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Rice's head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So UTSA's offense that has the first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today. And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Back to pass, it's Hart. Right side, it's Anderson. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The lone back's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They'll give it to him again. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. All right, guys, let's take just a second here and talk about UTSA. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
So Rice's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play. But instead, he gives up the big safety.
Fields the punt. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Unloads to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Caught. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Plows through the defense. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
On the run, it's Curtis. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. And the Owls are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Peterson. Turning it on. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And it's the Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll ride him again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Turns up, it's West. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Working the ground game. There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. Sets his feet. It's Hart. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peterson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll run it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting running that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping him off balance with that play call.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. It's a fumble. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down.
Well, the running back really lucky he jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Moving the pocket, it's Hart. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many 1st downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now they regain the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Smith takes the handoff. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. The Owls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Had to force that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws for the tight end. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're all over him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
punt is in the air on 4th down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Straight ahead, it's Curtis. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Curtis. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Touchdown Owls! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
That was a reckless hit by the defender. The kickers are in a vulnerable spot, and they have to protect them. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Got his man. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man, it's Hart. Left side is Anderson. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Caught, it's Madison. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Notre Dame. taking on the Sacramento State Hornets. And it's the Fighting Irish with a 7-3 lead to start this one. Neither offense has hit their stride, and you got to give some credit to these defenses too. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Back now to your game inside Rice Stadium. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
And the Roadrunners will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
I caught up with the Rice head coach at the half. Listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ball game. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe. They get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see if they take that first half momentum into the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Running inside. It's Curtis. Got him right there. Rice rushes to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the grab down the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Run ends there. 2nd and long here.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
3rd and long right here. Wants to throw it. The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Up and hold on just a minute. They have decided to take the points here. Thought they might go for it on 4th and short. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Quick give. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Under pressure. pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Rushes on. Just a short pass to the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Out wide right, it's Peterson. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You can see why this running back is on the field on third down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
From the gun, it's Peterson. And he's brought down after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Hart. Looking left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
This time they'll go to the running game. Pass to 6. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And it's the Roadrunners looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Anderson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Hart. Lets it fly. Touchdown, UTSA. And that one will give them the lead.
And I love the play design here. The ball is designed to come out of the quarterback's hands quickly. He finds his big-time target for the touchdown.
Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt.
Here we go, ready.
He's looking to pass. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rice makes his way onto the field to get things going on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Got enough for the first down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Finds his target. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Rice rushes to the line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They'll throw it from the red zone. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Long way to go on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. They'll run the screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Falk. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They take the lead here in the fourth.
Big time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. Dropping back, it's Hart. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll need a bunch on second down.
Ready. 129. Ready, go.
Trying to establish the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got his man in the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Got his man. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Making the adjustment on the play. Hits inside, it's Peterson. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Roadrunners are flying down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Makes a grab and room to run. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Roadrunners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Left side is West. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this lead, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Look out! It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today, and it's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man in the middle. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. 4th down, got to have it here. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Quick give. It's Peterson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Hart. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No. Put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Turns it upfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Reels it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Rush right in his face. Being chased. Across the 25, he's got room. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert for 2nd and short. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock. Running out the clock, a mere formality between... And a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little